Hello, hello, Imaginary Villain here, and it's time to pretend like I'm a streamer again. I mean, I haven't streamed in forever, so just more excuses for not streaming. Oh, this isn't perfect, this isn't great, blah, blah, blah. Well, let's fix that. As soon as I figure out why this is not showing... Oh, I see. Of course, I removed something very important from my stream thing here. I need screen capture, because like an idiot, I removed the screen capture. All right. Let me extend that so it's... Oh, that's actually where it's supposed to be. Huh. And the music stopped. Nice. Why did the music stop? Random loop. This is that part where you just have to... Why I was like, I should probably just do it, because I was like, oh, I did test streams, and then of course I messed stuff up here. 1 second while I fix everything here. Why in the world can't I enlarge this? Is that the right thing? Huh. Guess I can do it that way, but there's a way to do this the way I want. Doot. One moment, please. There we go. Perfect. Well, it starts by fixing the broken stream, and then we fixed the broken game. Yeah. So about I don't even know. At some point, there was some glitch and it just destroyed this whole section here. So I made a quick I redid the entire landscape, though I didn't need to fix it. It's just obviously placeholder. I had to replace the whole intro landscape up here too, because it was just busted in half and I don't even know what's wrong with it. So all that's just gone. It's probably from that nanite enabling on the landscapes or something. I don't know. I could never fix those landscapes. I tried moving them to other maps. It just led to this scenario where yeah, it just nothing worked. I was using the models for a while, then I ended up switching back because I ran into problems with the models all over the place. This Poppet's that other outfit I had for her, where she had like, you know, like the much more, I'm just gonna go ahead and say sexy looking outfit, which didn't seem like it fit the character at all, but the problem with it is that it had 2 different layers and they would sit there and constantly overlap each other and get all weird, and it would cause them to they would never match up. It seemed really strange. And then also there was that problem where it was a texture rendering thing where it would be too many textures to render, and I kept trying to fix everything for that, and it caused FPS issues. And The lesson learned is, do not directly put a DAZ model into Unreal Engine. You have to fix it first, and I didn't do that. Okay. So we're back to once again using paper ZD until I find a better way to do things, because I don't have any other way of doing things. Nice and laggy a bit there. Good, good. I don't know why, but... So, we're back to this. I did give her some attacks. I'm gonna watch it lag for some reason. I'm gonna fix those tonight so they're not crap. And also give her another attack. And I also gave her a really terrible crawl, which the dress just clips into the ground and looks terrible, but she does crawl now. She also rotates with the camera, so I guess not. But it does shorten her so she can get underneath things if I want to. I don't know if that's really going to be all that necessary, to be honest. I really don't know. I just decided to make it one day because I was just bored, and I was like, okay, sure, let's get back into this. I've also, as part of the catch up on everything I'm doing, I guess I don't need that content browser. Ditch that one here. This was in an effort to remind myself how the engine even worked, because I hadn't even opened the thing in a million years. Mostly out of annoyance to all the problems that had been caused. I put Snuggle back in the game. He has no anything yet, but at least I know I can make him pretty big, and it should get the job done. I guess I forgot to save. He needs to be moved a little lower here. He just rotates with the character since he has no directive on which way he's supposed to turn yet. I guess I could steal the AI from the Tiger Kitties or something just to have a quick something. But I don't know. All my enemies are done as child blueprints of the enemy parent here. So I don't have to recycle all this logic. All this spaghetti. Are we just looping this song? Is that the plan now? I don't want to loop this. Alright, well, let's fix that. We're fixing everything today. Can you tell I haven't streamed in a long time? Because, I mean, it seems pretty obvious at this point, but just in case it's not that obvious for you. Allow me to make it even more obvious by directly saying. I just watched the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth trailer thing, and it's for the second one. I don't know what it's. It might have a different subtitle. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. But that game just looks amazing. I can't wait to watch videos of it because I'm never going to play it because it's going to come out on PS5 and I don't own a PS5. And then people are going to be like, they'll tell me all about it. And by the time I get around to that, I'll never know. Okay, I'll do this. Sure. That's what happened with the other one there. It's like, oh, I want to play this game, but oh, it's not going to be out for PC for like a year, and in a year, any hype is just dead. Like, really? A year? Them's a long time, people. I get used to working this smaller screen thing here. Because the actual screen is, you know, it's a widescreen, so it actually would go all the way over, like way off the screen if I was doing it the way I want, or the way I would normally do it, but... Okay, so we're going to move the sprite here. Because he is off the ground. I'm just going to move him by this, I think. Since he's slightly rotated by -18. It's so they catch the light better. Because if you just put them completely straight up and down, it will, as you turn, they'll go from completely dark to completely light. But if you give them like a -18 thing and lean them back a bit, they're always caught in the light, so it looks a lot better. Especially for Poppet. I think she's only at -8. I might maybe make her -18 though. I think that was the better one of the two. Alright, how close are you to the ground now? Not very. You know, when I designed their poses and everything like that for RPG Maker, what I never accounted for was how they would look in 2D. It was a top-down, so I never had to worry about it. Like, I didn't have to worry that their feet were uneven with the ground, so I'm gonna have to fix all that. But overall, he's still kind of hovering a bit. So I'm gonna fix his right foot, obviously, so he's not doesn't have it leaned forward in that weird way. How about there? All the other ones are preset because they're way smaller, but since he's huge, I think the sprite's at the right height. Now I just need to fix the feet and all that. I think the rest of it will be fine. If I just take his, well, I guess his right foot from this perspective, but it'd be his left foot in actuality from if you flipped him around, and just tilt it so that it's on the actual ground. I think it'd be perfectly fine. It's a little shaky, but even then, if you get it close, it doesn't even look that incredibly bad. Don't get me wrong, you could tell it's flat from up close, because you could tell they're all flat from up close, but from a distance, it's okay. Alright, let's steal the logic from, actually, before I steal some logic, did I make flip books for his attack? I did. It's not a very good attack. Again, it was designed for looking down from the top. Mistakes were made. I'll design some other ones later. In fact, I think maybe tomorrow's stream or something like that, I'll have I'll use the other codec so I can just work on Daz and I can make poses and everything like that and animations for him and everything. Because I really need to do that. And if I use the other codec, then I can render them while doing the stream too, which means that I don't have to, I can actually just make new things along the way. I can do it. Well, actually, it takes so long to render. I don't even know if I could really get anything done during the stream. I could make the animations and then render them off stream, probably. I don't know. Anyway, let's borrow some logic here because I don't remember the logic for I used for this, but I know it'll get the job done probably. Or maybe I just have attacks in there. Or does the Tiger Kitty have an AI? No. I did steal the voodoo dolls in AI. And it's so dumb. I I don't understand the AI stuff very well at all. Oh my god, I tried all these things. I'm gonna need to study someone else's AI stuff and try to figure it out. I can dump one on there and... Okay, well, if I'm gonna do that, it's oh gosh, what's it called? Nav map, right? Navigation thing. Nav mesh bounds volume. Yep. Chunk. And we do that. And then let's make it big. Hit P so we can see where it is. Maybe? Anybody? Anybody? P brings it up. Just a thought. There we go. Just being a little slow. So these are all the places the enemies could technically move with the built-in logic. And I probably don't need to be that tall, to be honest. Because, yeah, they can't jump unless you direct them to jump. And then in order for them to do that, you have to put these special nodes on the ground so they can jump from that point up so that the AI understands it. And that's not that great. But you can, however, just launch them, which I had them doing, and they would just get near the player and they would launch themselves into the sky and try to land on things. So it's very kamikaze. I don't know about effective. Funny though. Let's dump some voodoo dolls out. Wait, that's AS voodoo doll. BP voodoo doll. Look at how happy they are in their little spins. Perfect, perfect. I'm gonna spawn over here so I can not confuse their AI. I gotta fix this ground too. Again, there's so much wrong with this. You don't spin? Why don't you spin? As you can see, I can break them pretty quick there, easily. But I need to turn on the life health bars too. Wait, why are you moving? Do you have an AI too? I guess the enemy behaviors just have it built in, huh? I don't think I even taught him how to walk yet. Oh, well, time for Snugglewaffle's first walk, or first step. This project is a mess, so I need to do what was originally how I made the game in the first place, for like a game jam. Take a concept of a bigger game and just take out everything that didn't work and just, you know, keep the stuff that does and just focus on that. All right, so let's look at old Snugglewaffle's walk pattern here. I don't know why those aren't attacking. I think I just need to get rid of the AI logic because it's beyond me at the moment, and I'm kind of tired of spending time learning things when I could be, I don't know, working on the stuff I do know. Like, it's a little laggy, but I don't really know why. Not down my ears here. Music is kind of loud there. Why can't you... Oh, it's because I just straight copied someone else's. There we go. Let's see, it goes in here, blah, 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 animation source. Snugglewaffle, we'll put that there. If I'm going to copy people's animation graphs, I probably should give these names so I can tell which ones I've switched, so it knows which animation to use. Otherwise it gets very confusing. If you're using not Paper ZD, you can actually use sorry, I need this. You can actually just have a parent NMBP, but in this case, it already has a parent, which I've never even looked at. Oh, I see. That's why, because it wants to open Visual Studio because it's entirely done in C++, which I know. No, you don't need that. Which I know basically nothing about. I mean, I could probably figure some of it out. It's pretty obvious the variables there. Actually, it doesn't look super weird. Huh. That's another rabbit hole I probably don't need to go down. About that. Okay, so that's the correct idle. That's a quick walk. That's fine. So why doesn't he walk? Looks like it's the right speed. Really? It's also a weird error where sometimes it just spawns her into nothingness. I don't know why. For now, I'm just going to fix the actual gameplay. I'm not too worried about the level area. I finally just kind of realized me changing it. Yeah, he's just sliding. I'm going to test something here. Well, I figured tonight was just literally going to be me fixing broken things. So, you know, to anybody who watches this in the future and those watching now. Yep. This is what it's gonna be. Broken things. Look at all my new broken toys. Oh yeah, the walking animation is terrible, Shadow Dragon. I mean, let's be real here. These were all animations that were designed to be looked at from the top. Because in the other game, that's where you were looking at. You were seeing them from like above, and so I didn't worry too much about how they were at. And I was like, whatever. Because I couldn't see it anyway in the animation, so it's like, whatever. But now they're just placeholders because I need something to do, and I'll make better animations later. But for now, I just need something to act as the logic, or to showcase the logic, I should say, not act as the logic. Animation doesn't act as anything. Yeah, they do it. There's definitely some serious lag going on. Yeah, everybody else works. This floor is terrible, by the way. It's so reflective and weird and doesn't work right. I wonder why it's lagging. It's been so long since I've streamed, nothing is set up correct at the moment. Oh yeah, the animation's gonna take me forever. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I expect this game to be better than jank, but still kind of, jank. It's not gonna be great overall, I think. At least for a while. But I mean, the fact that they're 2D little things that are just like Paper ZD means that you're probably never gonna have the most perfect of animations. They'll never be as fluid as a model or anything, but I don't know. This perplexes me why he is in fact not doing anything. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna do it, and I think tomorrow I might play around with Daz on stream instead to try to fix him. I could technically do that tonight, but I can't really. It takes so long to render it that I think it's like 20 minutes for every direction for like Snuggle Waffle there. So, I mean, it takes a long time to render all the frames. Oh my gosh. And that's without streaming. So I don't even know how useful that would be. This is NMBP. And it has no errors that I can see. And it gets Snuggle Waffle as this thing. I get the feeling I missed something really dumb. But his event graph has nothing different than the Tiger Kitty. Actually, wait, it does. Huh. What this does is it takes the parent blueprint here, enemy parent there, and it runs whatever the event tick is for that. Which I didn't color code it because I'm terrible. Gameplay, wellness check. Should color code these things. I color coded on Poppet stuff, but I don't do it on anything else because I'm apparently a silly person. Jump. Damaged. Do I not even have an event tick? Anyway, there's usually an event tick, but let's see if that fixes it. Maybe I'm just missing it because I'm blind. Wouldn't be the first time. Won't be the last time. No, he's still not moving. I mean, he's told to move, but it's not, let me bring this up real fast. So if he moves around here... Oh, it won't show me if it's actually moving? That's unfortunate. Could just delete these and not have them. It's too bad you can't print screen on these. Usually, in a regular NMBP, it actually would show you where the lines it's moving, so you know where it's breaking, but I guess these paper ZD ones just not a thing. So this is where the fail happens. Get velocity. But you know what? Maybe I did weird. No, these are perfect. Yeah, screw those. I'm not looking at the AI stuff right now. Oh my god. That did not actually help. Huh. Well, it should do that anyway. It's just literally not doing the end of this. Snuggle idle. Let me get the one for the Tiger Kitty, because we know that works. It'll do that, yep. Velocity, sure, greater than 0. I mean, all I did was change out who it was, but... Let me check the event graph on that. It gets BP Snugglewaffle and sets that as the owner there, so that's perfect. Wait, that's Tiger Kitty. We'll just remove this, one of the things in there and see if it's just being weird. Nope, he's being weird now. He's just going nuts, but... I would have been surprised if this was the problem, because all this is saying is if he's running, then play these, but no matter which one it picks, it's the same animation, because I haven't made a running animation for him. Is get view angle messed up? Actor rotation, player camera rotation. No. Huh. These are the questions for which I currently have no answer. I had to have missed something in here. There's no way. It's just, it's gonna close like half this crap. I'll do that like an idiot. And it can't transition to these because there's no arrow coming up from them. So it's only going between these two. That's the not greater than 0, which looks about right. I keep thinking that somewhere I just missed a reference to the Tiger Kitty one. Huh. Whatever. I'll come back to that later. I just get the feeling I'm missing something so obvious. And it's just been so long since I've used this thing, I really don't remember what it was that I'm looking for. Actually, I'm just missing whatever it is. It's not a question of remembering, it's just I do not know exactly what I am looking for. Okay. These are my attack pattern thingies here. They could probably use a cleanup, to be completely honest, but we'll get to that. I came to the conclusion that I would just have her, when swing her weapon, she would fire essentially a spell at melee range, and I was going to do, well, like just a regular projectile, and I thought about having graphics or not. I'm not sure, but I think maybe the graphics are better, because she does have a wand, so. Projectile parent, projectile melee, sure. Let's bring up my projectiles. Oh yeah, we're playing with this Sakura one here. I think I could change the speed here too. Yeah, projectile movement. I'm gonna double the speed a bit. Because it doesn't reach very far, and I wanted to be able to basically reach a slight distance there. There's two ways that I could think of to go about this, making the sprites actually work for this. That's a little better distance. You can sit there and put a you can put a socket on each of the animation frames and then try to have that portion of the actual picture hit the thing, which is probably not terrible, but I don't know, it is a 2D thing in a 3D world, so I don't know how that works out. Or instead of doing that for, I don't know, 60 frames for each direction and taking forever, because it was a very poorly thought out system, I just have her fire a projectile, and the projectile can just hit the thing there. And that's what I did in the RPG Maker one too. I just fired an invisible projectile at melee range, and there you go. It's like, oh look, they've been hit. Oh yeah, the health bars are kind of all over the place. I need to move each individual one. I haven't worried too much about it. The enemies are going to have to do a lot of things to be fixed. They ain't there yet. Let's put it that way. They're not there. No, nah, man, nah. Let's see. I need the Niagara projectile parent. But I don't actually need it itself. What I actually need is a child of it. We'll call this melee 2. I guess I can do this on the screen here. Projectile melee 2, I guess. Do melee 1. Say all that crap. Okay, so we're gonna go through our content browser and look for pretty new things here. I was using this one for the other. It doesn't really quite follow the wand terribly well, but I mean, it's pretty hard to do that with a sprite. I mean, I guess it could be done, but the wand's kind of short. I even enlarged it for the purposes of the attack, and it's not probably getting there. These slashes look okay, so I could just do one of these ones here for these. Do I do all the same color slashes, or do I do something else? I guess I can mix it up some. I almost like this better than the other one, right? And then oh, I have to fix the destruction particles too, don't I? Let's see how this one looks. I'll figure it out. And of course, we spawn into nothingness every once in a while. It's supposed to spawn wherever the screen is, per the default, but I could raise it up, or I can also raise Poppet's thing up. I guess maybe I raise Poppet's thing. Well, it spawns at the arrow location. Arrow 1. I'd probably raise that up a little bit because, I mean, why is it spawning basically at crotch level when she's swinging her wand up here? Doesn't make any sense. Actually, let's drag it up here. I actually think I like where the other one spawns more. The explosion, I think, is about where I want it to spawn. This just doesn't spawn far enough out. Or maybe it just doesn't have a long enough lifetime. Maybe about 100. We'll test that out. Maybe 110. I don't think the explosion's just better, but I don't really want to recycle the explosion every single time. Why did it zoom in? Oh, I know why it zoomed in, because this thing's on the side of me. So it zooms in because it's blocking. Oh, thanks. Enjoy your food. I will likely be here for probably a couple more hours. I don't know, I just feel the need to stream tonight. I don't think I like that slash at all. Maybe I give up on the slashes. They just look kind of crap. She can be the Avatar 8 element. The darkness. But I already used the darkness for summoning enemies and the like, and more to represent the power of the curse and everything like that. So it seems kind of dumb to recycle it for her. This might be too extreme. What kind of particle is this? Is this the old Cascade one, huh? I kind of want to make one projectile that covers both. But if I do that, then it has two different components on it for particles, which might be kind of bad. Hmm. But not having to have two different thingies seems pretty good, because then I don't have to figure out the logic for each one. Because the only difference really is just telling it to activate the thing or despawn it. That's it. I'm sorry, destroy emitter. I'm just going to make one that does both. I don't want to have to remember which one is which, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah. Huh. Is Niagara. And then what's this here? Let's see. So nope, order. Like I have to do that. I forgot what it was to actually straighten it, but it doesn't really matter. Oh wait, no, I did it like this in the other one here. Let me do that really fast. And then after the first one, we want it to branch. And if it's Niagara, we're going to grab the Niagara stuff. I don't... It'll just do this. If true. And we're going to copy the Niagara component because I'm lazy. Do that there. That's one of the different logic thingies there. Probably the only difference is just one thing. I guess I don't need to deactivate it because what I'm doing is that. So we do that other actor sequence checks for all those. Otherwise, I think they both follow the exact same logic. Let's rename this to Cascade. Just for my sanity. Because I will likely forget. Well, maybe I won't, but it's just one less thought. What the is this even? Oh, this is just a little star thingy there. It needs something to act as a. I guess to get the location of it. Didn't work very well when I did the particles, so I switched to that. It's invisible, but it's just a little star thingy. Anyway, I think that's everything. I don't recall there being anything special I have to do. It's just one change and then having a thing attached to it or not. It's fair. Or basic melee one, because I'm gonna do heavy melee too as well. So, and then oops, got a Poppet thing here. Do this. I'm just going to put on all of them so I can quickly see it multiple times since I'm going to eventually make the others, but having to wait for it a few seconds just so I can break the loop just to see it again. Ah, yes. I love streaming at an awkward time, but that's okay. I need to get back to more streaming in general. I guess I don't need to, but I don't know, it just forces me to work on stuff, so it's just so much better. Alright, so I just need to actually do something with this here, because right now it does nothing. I guess it actually fires the fireball right now, so it should work in theory. Way too powerful. I guess I could set those as variables on construction and then adjust them without having to go in there. I gotta change the lifetime on those. A max lifetime. 10 probably? Not a bad idea. Well, a little awkward. I think I actually want them to be fast to where they're getting. And then I think I want them to have a short lifetime. Which I think is probably just better. I think I might also reduce the actual time on the delay here. I don't really do that. It's fine. 0.2 is usually 0.02 is usually a good enough delay. It's not like it's great, but it'll get the job done. Actually, I should have just looked at the melee one already. Whatever. It's still a little farther than I want. I want it to be more point blank, so. But I also adjusted it forward on our thing, so maybe I would change that back a little bit here. Still farther than I like. What were the settings I used on the other one? Oh, it has no lifetime. That's why nothing is. And let's open up and check the speed too. 500 with no lifetime. Okay, okay. I'm seeing it. Okay, I closed it by accident. Melee 1. Well, basic melee. It's definitely kind of laggy while streaming. I'm not gonna lie. Probably a byproduct of so many broken things in the project need to be fixed. I guess the argument is, am I going to move the arrow that it spawns from up or not? Maybe a little bit, just to test. We shall see. That's probably about where I want it to hit. This floor needs to be fixed. This reflective crap, I don't know what happened with that stuff, but it is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. It makes all the graphics look weird. 1 second. I had a test level. And is this it? I don't know. That test level did it differently. Though it might actually have just been using meshes for the floor instead of a landscape, so I have no idea on that one. I tried all kinds of random things to see if I liked better methods of things, including trying to make more realistic rooms, but I don't really think I want to do that. It seems kind of like not a thing. You open yet? I think this is just a floor. Oh, it's a box brush. That's unfortunate. Okay, well. Today is all about fixing everything, so that's what we're doing. Do it for a couple hours, see how it goes. Also, just having not streamed in a million years because reasons. Oh, 1 second. Do I not even have an overlay? Or is it? Oh, it's blocking everything. I'm so dumb. This is what happens when you don't stream in a long time. Let me fix this here. That probably helps. Jesus. Double check that. See what the people are actually seeing, because, yeah. See what the people are actually seeing. Okay, that helps a lot. I forgot to include the little overlay thingy at the bottom. I'm smart. Whatever. Anyway. Let's switch to this one. Maybe it looks better. I don't know. This other one's so ugly. Like, this isn't perfect, but at least it's not reflective. That's what matters. That's way better. Oh my god. It's just not this ridiculous whatever that was supposed to be. It just looks like floor. Good. Let me go change the other ones too. Let me change this one as well while we're at it. Technically it doesn't matter, but this reflectiveness is just, it's driving my eyes nuts looking at it. I just hate it. Like, I can't look at that the whole time. Oh, hi Phantom. I'm using 5.3 because I really wanted the new shiny stuff, and the first thing it did was break everything. So that's what I'm doing tonight, is fixing all the stuff that 5.3 broke. Oh, thanks. The game's, we're working on it, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I ended up having to replace a bunch of landscapes that are just broken. So I put some temporary ones in place of them, but, I really don't know. It's, we'll see. Maybe. Possibly. Because I had all this stuff designed, including going underneath the floor and everything like that, and I created all these, I bent all the landscape down so that it looked so like more, it was like, more solid than it is now, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't even worked on this section yet, but what I'm really doing is, yeah, I did more like this type of setup with it. Oh, well, I appreciate it. I know very little about Unreal Engine. I'm pretty much just teaching myself as I go. More of a graphics guy than an actual programmer. I do know a fair amount of JavaScript now. I taught myself that. It's not very useful in this scenario. It's actually pretty worthless in this scenario. I'm going to go ahead and say it. 0 out of 10. Don't teach yourself JavaScript. Pretty bad. Worst game dev language ever. So bad. So bad. Sure. I figure everyone should laugh at my pain on that one. Now, I actually started an RPG Maker of all things, and because I didn't even know what a variable was when I started. I was like, what is this? I mean, I guess I had a concept of what it was, but I didn't really understand much about it. And I'm like, oh, I learned this. Oh my god. I did teach myself to do a lot of dumb things with that engine, but it is a dumb engine. It's not very good. It's not designed for making games. It's designed for them making, I think, $30 or $40 every time someone buys it. That's what it's designed for. RPG Maker is very good at making those people money. Also, apparently this landscape is also broken. I kind of wondered if that was the case. I hadn't replaced this one. I haven't tried to edit it since. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to test for broken. And the way we test for broken is I just edit it and then try to save, and if it'll crash the thing if it's broken. Isn't that fun? Yeah, it's the nanite landscapes. As soon as I turned on nanite landscapes, it broke everything. Oh, they're connected by these paintings that allow you to travel between worlds. And basically, there's an attic with all these cursed dolls in it and everything like that, and they're all cursed to essentially do the same thing every night. And your character wakes up there as one of the dolls who's, you know, compelled by a curse to try to reach this space where she's just supposed to be. And then all the other dolls here pretty much are alive and doing their own things. They're all kind of crazy, driven, you know, nuts by this curse. And along the way, you meet a lady who's a ghost who lives in the paintings. Because when someone tried to put her in a doll, they botched it and put her in the paintings instead. So now she runs around between paintings and is letting you pass between them to go to these inside the painting worlds. Because otherwise, everything would be inside an attic and it'd be okay, I guess. World's not even close to finish. This is just one section of it because I'm gonna have to go through lots of paintings, but I'll probably break it between each type of painting. Like I'll have this be like there. You'll go through a final painting and then you'll end up in a different area, so I don't have to load all that too. Because I already don't even know how to optimize this. Anyway, I was gonna check to see if this is broken, and then I got on a tangent. Well, now you refresh. Is that what I have to do? I have to. Ugh. Oh, nice. I imagine you know way more about the engine than I probably ever will. Well, I'm a little secret. As a graphics guy, I'm much better at doing graphics than I am at doing everything else. There you go. Oh, as you can see, nanite landscapes do wonderful things. Can you just tell how wonderful they are? Can you just see how good they are? Jesus. I might just delete that and start over. I don't actually know why it would do that. I'm gonna click rebuild data. Does that work? Is that what we're doing? Can I rebuild them all? Actually, is it just a rebuild on this? Yeah, enable land right there. Also, all the models broke too. So now I'm using Paper ZD instead. Actually, I was kind of using that before, so I guess... Yeah, that fixed that problem. Cool, cool. I'm down for that. Rebuild. There we go. This is just going to be a broken thing there. Yeah, I get to use these giant dolls instead. It's all supposed to be dark instead of what you see now, but unfortunately, if you try to edit it in the dark, it ends up way too dark. Oh, thanks. Oh, I landed on there. Yeah, I'm working more on like hidden areas of the attic that are going to be much more cursed and weird. I don't know about making it horror. I might. The problem is, I don't actually like horror games. So I don't have to sit there and test this horror game. And I haven't really had much experience playing horror games because I don't really like them. And this is more like a... It's got more of a creepy feel to it, I guess. I like weird... I like creepypastas and things like that. Stuff like that. But I don't like the whole jump scare scene. Like, I've heard all about FNAF and things like that. Like, you know, I've watched the lore for it. But I've never once played one of those games, you know? Like... Also, you're a tiny doll, so, I mean, everything would be a jump scare to you. Giant monster thing would pretty much be like, yep. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. Oh, I appreciate it. I actually had a test I was doing to try to make more of a horror style game. A really short test. Let me load up the map for it. With the plan being that you would be in rooms that were more like actual rooms, sneaking around things instead of doing that. With a character who's watching you instead. And then chasing after you. And I made it more interactive too to test out. That's not going to be anything like that. Of course, the interactive kind of sucks. So you turn things on. Okay, the interactive's kind of weak for this, but some of the stuff's interactive, so you can go and hide inside things and stuff. But I didn't know what I would actually do with this. Like, I don't know what kind of gameplay I would do. What are you saying? Oh yeah, like it definitely gets much because it's supposed to all be in the dark. It's like when you light it up, it looks terrible. Yeah, I was working on the hiding thing. I just didn't know what I was gonna do with it, so it was like, can also open doors and things like that too. But the basic premise of the game is you're trying to essentially avoid the curse and get out. Like, you know, like your character's trapped inside this place, so you're trying to basically find a way out of this curse that's keeping you there. And maybe become human again, but probably not. Mostly that's the thing. You're just trying to get back out. Yeah, the things are a little small. I don't know. The good thing was you could open things up in order to try to get on top of stuff. In order to, I can't even do my own puzzles. I don't have an animation for grabbing things or moving stuff around yet, but, you know, whatever. I also can't jump. Keyboard jumping is terrible. Don't do it. Friends don't let friends keyboard jump. Oh, well, thanks for subscribing and dropping by. I'm going to be streaming more often. I took kind of a break, so I'm back now, and I'm going to be around pretty much most nights, honestly. Well, nights for me, anyway. It's just like right now. Yeah. Enjoy playing with your friend. I'm going to, I guess, return to the other level. I don't know. I like this interactive thing. But I can include the interactive stuff in the other one. I don't know. Gameplay first. Oh, I definitely hope so. Thanks, man. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Oh, catch you later. This map is kind of broken. Oh yeah, it looks so much better at night with the red moon and everything. Oh my god. We aren't even out in the crazy areas. Levels in between. Yes. Art guy does good maps. film at 11. Also, Corgi doll. Heck yeah, Corgi doll. I haven't animated it at all. It just is a single PNG that just sits there and rotates with it because I don't have anything for it yet. Soon, Corgi doll, you will roam wild and free in these open fields inside the painting. I need to really spend more time on the character and less time on the maps. Okay, anyway. We will now do battle out here because I can. Come to me, random minions. Oh, I need to put a nav map out here, I guess. I usually prefer to cheat and do it this way. I guess 100. That's probably too big, honestly, but whatever, I don't care. The Corgi will judge us, and if we are truly worthy of combat. Yes, Corgi, yes. Show the infidels that you are the chosen one. By judging toy combat. I need to get out more. Let's drag a kitty out here. Kitty. Kitty. Kitties are attacking the Corgi. Defend the Corgi. Sure. I might need a shorter grass because Poppet's so tiny. Okay. Anyway, I was working on that, and then I got caught up in doing dumb crap. Yeah. So basic melee 1, and I just left it as a fireball, but I don't want a fireball. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. Let's see. I could ever throw tarot cards. That's an idea. I was thinking about, like, she's going to use tarot cards as well. And how was I going to make them do an animation for it? I could just fire them straight up like they're a projectile. Let me make a quick change here. I have an idea. I like the one projectile to rule them all theory. Projectile height. String. Oh wait, I can just be an array. I don't even need all those. I can just do an array. At first I was like, well then I'm going to get all complicated. I'm going to do this thing where I have, you know, like the string map and I can have different values for string. I don't need that. Cascade. Niagara. Wait a minute. I don't think this is necessarily I want to do this, but in thinking about it. However, I'm still going to do it this way anyway. Switch on string. Sorry, switch on int. I'll switch on string. I think I actually don't need to do it this way. I don't need to do that. Because what's the point? Like, I don't understand what I'm even doing there. Why? Instead, just this tarot card, I guess. Branch this. Okay, and then I want to set wait, no. That doesn't even make any sense. It's inheriting the it's inheriting it from Poppet. I'll do arrow spell. I want a new arrow. It does not need to be a child of that, thank you. I'll call this arrow there. I have a plan here. It's probably not a good plan, but I have a plan. Okay, so right there I do that, and then what I'm going to do... I guess I need a new button for that, right? Unless I want to make them the spells. Where do I want this to fit in the mix? I do want them to launch like that. I don't think they need to be on melee. I think they need to be on this. This tarot card. False. In this case, you want this instead. Oh, I do have to actually drag this over to there. It's ugly, but it'll do for the moment. Really ugly. Whatever, I just want it where it's not on top of things and it's fine for now. Sure. Very spaghetti, perfect. And we just turn this to true. It's for a future thing I need. Look at it, fires up, perfect. I wonder when it hits on why it stops. Oh, it actually fires towards above her head. Perfect. But it's colliding with her. So let's do a has tag. Oops. She does have the tag Poppet, right? Like, I'm not dumb. I could be dumb. I am chronically stupid all the time. Yes. Yes. She in fact does have the tag Poppet. Oh, it looks like it's still hitting her. Wait, why does Poppet have the actor tag of enemy? Poppet shouldn't have an enemy tag. Just to check, they're not, the projectile itself is not broken, right? Oh, the problem is the projectile itself. Sometimes, you know, you do dumb things. Perfect. Like I've intentionally made it where it fires in the wrong way. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think I'm just going to take the pitch like that and call it square. I don't know why I did in that order. I just clicked the weird thing there. Okay, now I can make a tarot card that flies up and does something. Instead of just being boring projectiles. Yeah, I caught like a bit of a rest earlier because now I'm just like energetic and drinking caffeine even though it's 4 a.m. in the morning. And I probably shouldn't be doing that, but that's okay. Um, what do I call this? Like object? Just no, object's such a dumb word to use because it's used for so many other things. Maybe like spell item. That's probably better. No, I need this tarot card. This too. Pile. And if it is a tarot card, it's just visible, right? No. Hidden? I thought it was just visible. I'm just blanking on the name of it. That happens a lot. I just haven't used this in that long. I don't remember half the things anymore. No, that was not going to help. That's for a widget. There we go. I guess it's set visibility. And I was typing visible. Sometimes it's the dumbest things, man. I guess I could use the same colors for everything. I usually use that there, and then for begin play I was using blue. Okay, let's just do that for all of them. Rather than get all crazy here. Make it easier to remember things. Oops. Pick. Especially now that I have one thing that's kind of the do-all. red. Yeah. This is what happens when it's destroyed. Destroyed. Which basically like a death one, so we'll do black for death. So all our combat's going to be red. Our destruction going to be black, and for death. Perfect. We're very primary colored. Yes. Ah. Hmm. Probably should retitle my stream next time. Don't be honest. Just pick something that's like, you know, shocking sounding and people will watch, hopefully. But it's not even about that, honestly. It's just about convincing myself to do it again and working. Okay, so I have this. Now I have a thing for if it's a tarot card. I could do that weird thing with the string map in order to have all the variables. That's so much work. It's better for like a character, but otherwise it just seems ridiculous. Like for this character, Poppet would have been better. Like I had this tarot card one to tell her which tarot card she has. Yeah. Okay. I kind of got sidetracked on what I was doing here, but I had an idea. Okay, so what we doing here? Well, I don't need these anymore. And I don't need the projectile parent aggro anymore. And then tarot card. In this case, we'll use the Fool. And let's just get rid of this dumb particle. Is it that tiny? Like, I thought the particle was way bigger. Oh, never mind. I had a cousin who's tarded. He became a pilot. Those people haven't seen Idiocracy. Why is it squished? That's dumb. Not supposed to be squished. What this? Ulcer, I don't like it. It has been squished. I have to do RFX these tarot cards, don't I? If I was a tarot card, where would I be? Almost certainly in here, because I made them. So let's do a quick thing here. Property matrix. Oh, it already has the artifacts. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, I'm saving it. At no point. I didn't change anything. Paranoid saver strikes again. That's not moving the card down, but thank you for that. I probably want to do the minus 18 on these. Not on that one. I'm dumb. On this. What is that positioning? That's a weird default, you know? Since they're sprites, you gotta tilt them or the light catches them very poorly. Okay. And now we look for a particle for it. My master plan to do this. Particles. Brain's like, nah, man, you don't want anything to do with that whole thinking thing. And I'm like, you're right, Brain. You're smart. What are we doing tonight, Brain? Trying to take over, I guess, the attic, to be honest. No, this is actually probably correct, the light one. Oh, wait, it was called what? Doesn't matter what it was called. But it's not continuous. Maybe. I don't want to use that because I used it on something else earlier, so I can't use it again. Well, that won't help. Yeah, I don't want to figure something new out right now. So, we moving on. Oh, that's an impact. That's not going to be good. Useful for the other stuff. I need something that's continuous for like a certain amount of time. You know. Wait, do I not have one of you? This is an emitter. Shouldn't that work? Is there a third type of thing you had to understand here? It must just be some weird thing, huh? These are all too short. I mean, I can make them take a little longer, but... No, don't change things. No change. These are all short. I don't think I'm going to want any of them. I mean, they are projectiles, so I guess I shouldn't expect too much. What am I looking at? I can't even see it. Oh my god. Maybe it works better in Cascade. Neat. Cool projectile, bro. Or cool particle. Oh, welcome back, Phantom. I'm busy looking at all my weird particles and questioning why in the world I'm using them. Yes. And not good ones. Yes. Let's see. I made my particles particle fire up now because I made like one particle system for all of them. And now I can set it so it can also fire straight up based on another arrow. So this way I can summon tarot cards that'll have different effects. Since she's trying to collect them all to do things. They're going to act as essentially ability dates and things like that. Some of them, and other ones will just do things. Yeah. A lot of the difference between the Niagara and the Cascade system is often really just do the particles. Which one were they made in? That's really which I pick because I don't know how to make the particles yet. So it just comes down to whichever one they got is the one I'm using. Can I install the big Niagara bundle? 1 second. I've slowly grown to like the Niagara ones better. That's true. Just add this to project real fast. Yes, yes. I have no idea why I deleted it. I'm just dumb, I guess. I just don't want to add it because this file is currently there, so I have to close out the game and then add it. But anyway, other than the particles being what I got, why is the Niagara one better? Like, I don't actually know anything about it. I was just like, this exists. Cool. I think I'm just going to use these ones here and call it square. Until I have something better. Can't recycle dark. I'm already kind of using light. Oh, actually, that'll be perfect. Let's use that. Yeah, so let's use this, and then... Poppet the Cascade. Well, it's what I got. So, okay, that's a little much. I think we can dial that back just a wee bit here. I thought it'd be a little better in the center, but I don't know. It has to be behind it, because it won't... Well, I guess it does kind of show up in it as long as it's behind it. But not too... It needs to be a little farther behind it. Oops. Mistakes were made. And the destruction particle, we'll use this. And then for the lifetime on these, maybe like 10? Oh yeah, these particles, it just summons a whole other world. Best particle ever. Yeah, we'll do like... Let's slow this particle down a lot to like 500. Alright, so we call this tarot card. Go to old Poppet here. I had to clean Poppet up a lot. We'll just make this the one. I guess I haven't made another button there. Well, I can do 5. Yeah, screw it. Actually, no, it's fine. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I don't have a spell for it anyway, so I just set up 5 different spells going, yeah, okay. I figured I'd just use the number keys in order to change what spell is available. And then have them have a menu that lets them pick the 5 they want. Or maybe I'll do 6, I don't know. It's a little uncomfortable to reach all the way over to 6 on the keyboard from like the WASD, so... I remember looking at Diablo and they stop at 5. Yeah, I haven't animated him yet, but eventually there'll be this corgi in here. The corgi doll. Unfortunately, because I haven't gotten to animate, he's just a JPEG, but... Sorry, PNG, my bad. But one day, the corgi will run wild and free. Okay, well, the explosion particle is way too big, first of all. I can't see the other thing. Huh. Oh yeah, all the characters are actually 2D. We're using Paper ZD here. And the reasoning for that is I don't understand models very well. Like, I mean, I know how to, like, you know, work with them and make all the, you know, cool animations in other programs, but I don't really understand Blender at all. Oh, how do you use Paper ZD? Oh, well, no. I will show you. Do I have a new character to build? Maybe I do. Double up here. Yeah, it's one more thing to learn. I was teaching myself Unreal Engine, and I'm like, well, I could learn this, but counterpoint, I can also, you know, learn Unreal Engine as well. One thing at a time. Also, there's the cost behind a lot of the models and everything. It's very expensive to have a big RPG with models, and really pretty cheap if you're just going to use Paper ZD types of things. Alright, so let's make a new character here. We'll borrow from my pool of characters if I have any. Do I have that? No, no. We'll just make a placeholder character. What am I calling this character? Blah, 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 blah. What am I making? I think I have Annie Bells already, right? I do. What other enemies are there? There's going to be a group called the Unwanted, which are like torn up dolls that have been obviously cast aside. Let's take that. Paper ZD. Actually, am I missing something here? Boop, 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 doo, 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 doo. It has been a long time since I've made these. Oh, I remember now. There we go. Paper ZD character. You gotta do it this way. Select it. Works just like a normal character. Or not normal anything. Give it a sprite. I don't know if I have a sprite for the Unwanted yet. Let's see. Originally, this was a top-down game that was making RPG Maker, so I've got all these graphics for top-down, but I don't have that. There we go. We'll use a picture for the Unwanted. Let me bring it in here. Make one for sprites. Just because I only have one sprite for it, so it's not going to be very exciting. Apply paper 2D textures to it, make it into a sprite. Pretty much the same if you're using paper 2D. Not much is different on that. And then we create an animation source. Anim source. I actually should use something that actually has stuff in there. And what you would normally do, let's see, we'll call this AS idle. And this is, I'm gonna have to zoom this over a bit so it actually fits on the screen here. If you want 4 directions, it's pretty easy like that. You don't got to do anything special. You like 8 directions, which is what I usually use. I think it goes up to 16 if memory serves. Just in case for some reason you want to have animations in 16 directions. I don't know. I'm just going to, since I don't have those there, we'll use the Annie Bells as the example here. Normally you would think these would be done in the right number here of just like, you know, this would be 8, 9, 6, 3, whatever. 2, 1, basically the number pad keys. But for some reason, because of the 3D material I'm using, it doesn't work like that. So in this case, for some reason 6 is the top one. This is a different model, but I don't have any other options at the moment. So, and then this one is 9. 8. 7. I could number them correctly like that, but I still number them based around the actual number pad because otherwise it'll just get confusing. Yeah, 4, 1, 2, and 3. I'm actually just going to make her like I'm just going to use her regular sprite. Or a sprite. We'll use idle 2 for this. Change the sprite to whatever size amuses you. And then about the only difference beyond that, the reason why you use paper ZD over paper 2D is now you can go, okay, well, I'm going to make an anim blueprint. And you pick the one you're using. In this case, I don't actually have anything for the M1. Actually, no, I did add it in there, so that's fine. And MVP. And then from this point on, it works exactly like a normal blueprint thing. You don't got to do anything special. Of course, you got to remember how to do it, because I haven't done one in a while, but I took a big, long break. New state machine. There you go. That's how long of a break I took. You know, whatever. Sometimes you got to take some time to go build a business instead. Everything else works pretty much the same. It's not conduit. It's anim state. There is some special stuff I have to do for my particular system here, which makes it more complicated than I want it to be. And I found the best way to do it is just to copy the things over. The problem is normally you would just make a parent, you know, anim blueprint, but you can't for this, unfortunately. So it's because it's already a child blueprint. So you're kind of gonna hate your life no matter how you do it. I wish there was an easier way. Probably the only gripe I have, but otherwise it works exactly like what you'd expect it to. It doesn't mean I gotta copy all this crap over and over and then change things though. Where'd the unwanted one go? Oh, it's right here. Did I delete the state machine? That is weird. Oh, never mind, I'm in idle. Duh. Alright, so what I'm doing here... I'm copying all that into the event stuff here. And the only change I need to make here is I need to do BP unwanted. Unwanted? Just to keep everything the same, I'll save that. I used to do cast a character, but I found there was just too many things I needed that it didn't work out very well. And this is entirely so I can set up this get view angle, which if you in the Discord for this, they actually just have a pre-made project, so you don't have to figure this out. It's way better. There's a guy who made a special sprite material for it, and I highly recommend just downloading his project and just using his example. 100%. 100%. No questions asked. I tried doing this manually at one point. It was bad news. Oh, never mind. I need to just copy the whole macro. What am I doing? Cool. And like that. Oh yeah. I'm going to need to add some things to that. Why am I doing it this way again? Why didn't I just, I don't know, take the enemy parent, create a child? Yeah. Whatever, man. It's all good. See if I can pull an old switcheroo here and save myself some annoyance. Perfect. Yep. Because for some reason I want to remake all the logic for the entire enemy. A great plan. It's not a great plan. Don't do it. What we call a bad plan. Bad plan is bad. The opposite of good plan. Nope, it didn't stay around for my explanation. That's fair. I get it. I probably didn't do a very good job of it. It's almost 5 a.m. What do you want? It's all good, man. Okay, well, I don't need them anyway. But next time I want to have that set up, it's good. I do have the Annie Bells, though. They exist. They kind of wander around. I gotta make logic for them all. I think they all just have stupid logic. Oh, I'm sorry. Promote to variable. Forward, minions. Make it a variable. I really need to get out more. I'm sure this will only be helped by my streaming late in the middle. I'm 100% certain I will get out more. I will not get out more. I don't even go outside. I don't even know what the outside world is anymore. They keep me in a box and just let me out periodically to do things. Why do I call it anim BP? Unwanted. Why am I doing this off stream? Anim BP unwanted. There we go. I don't even need them immediately, but I'll just add them. Okay, and then... Well, this is not watching anymore. It doesn't really matter. Go over the thing. But that's 90% of it. And then you just make a regular anim blueprint. Okay. I don't know why it randomly does that. Sometimes it just doesn't spawn, and even though I'm like things are like that. Yeah, they wander around. And for 5, I have this set up, so... Okay, for some reason... she gets trapped in that animation thingy, so let me fix that. Oh, I didn't even explain the jump nodes to that guy. Gotta love me some jump nodes. So spellcasting 5 uses cast 2. Okay, all the other ones work. So let's check one of these other ones here. Oh wait, it's time remaining. Yes, pop it there. I think let's go with one that actually works for 100% there. Okay. Looks exactly the same, so why in the world does it get trapped in the animation? Because it said jump to idle. Upon completion, I don't have the others. Trying to connect to that, thank you. Right back for that in a second. Let me do this one as well. Cycle, reduce, reuse. Close the coding loop. It's not going to close itself. It needs your help. Oh, wait, it's time remaining. Any new cast animations as well. We'll get there. Okay. Five. Yeah, she just gets caught in it. But why? Let me check her thingy. Spell 5, so it jumps to that node. Means it does this, and then on false it does this stuff, but I don't care about that. Clean things up a little bit. Kinda. This is still a mess. I could improve this code, but I don't care about that yet right now. Let's one thing at a time. I already see a way to code that better, and I don't want to do that to myself. I remember questioning why this wasn't working last time too, because it doesn't seem like any logical reason why it wouldn't work. Because it goes to here, does this one, cast 2, and there's only one, right? So it's like cast 2. Yeah, there's only one of those. Also, the name is... I'm just gonna fix it. Poppet has many animation sources, thank you. I just want a space in there. It's really just weird looking and I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. Yes, indeed. So, I'll make this game work. So it's just 5 here. Cast to idle. Time remaining. I guess this doesn't update the thing here. Cat 2. Eventually I'll have different animations for all the spells, but one thing at a time. That updates. But for whatever reason that one doesn't. That's weird. Whatever. Not gonna ruin my world. Yeah, it's less than or equal, just like these are. No problem. Less than or equal, 0.1. Maybe I need to shorten the time even more? I don't even know. I think forward fine too. I don't even know. Something. For some reason I'm in the middle of nowhere again. That one works, but then you do this. Yeah. I got nothing. All I know is it works, and as long as it works, that's what matters. Ugh. Ay, ay. Um. Okay, so I was working on my tarot card thingy. Now that I fixed that, I still haven't even fixed all the attack animations yet. Oh, hey, Blinded. Morning, morning. You're just in time to be just in time. Whatever that means. All good. It's all good, man. It's all good. I have decided to get back into the streaming world with my brand new boom arm. Very exciting. Makes my microphone all wonderful and beautiful. Makes me feel all professional, like I should be recording something. It's a beautiful thing. I was gonna try to do a webcam thing, but then I keep having problems with using my phone as a webcam, so rather than go another night without streaming, going, "Oh, blah blah," I'll get it to work at some point. Sure. It also doesn't help that I kind of fell asleep for like 2 hours before streaming and kind of rolled out of bed and kind of looked like I rolled out of bed. Probably not the best decision, you know. Guess I gotta look presentable or something. I'm just presentable. It's freaking weird. Oh my god, presentable. Whatever. We don't need no stinking presentable. think I want this to face the player. Well, it's flying away. Maybe I don't use a particle to start with. I don't know. Nope, 5. And you really can't see it. I mean, dreams are the best inspiration, especially if she's cute in the dreams. I'm just saying. If you're gonna make a story, make it about a waifu, right? As an artist, I approve of any story about a waifu. Just because I would rather do waifu art than, you know, guy art. Let's just be real here. One of these things is significantly closer to my interests. And the other one is art of guys. Which is not close to my interests at all. No. That looks weird. I think the projectile fires this way. Edit the parent on this one. This is an event tick if I've ever seen one. Just move that down here. So assuming it's a tarot card, because I've decided one projectile covers everything. Ah, the recipe for a harem. I see. Yes, yes. The dark mage has awakened a harem. Oh, I mean, yeah, awake in the middle of a fight. Yeah. Yes. So we're doing tarot cards here. Let's branch this. At some point I'll shrink all these and make it pretty. I might keep half the things I put on here. This is event tick. I know I have this code somewhere, so I don't got to figure it out again. It's probably enemy parent that has it. Enemy parent is wise. It knows much. It knows all that. It is smart. I don't use directionality anymore though, right? Alright, so we're gonna borrow a lot of code here. Set the directionality, probably not, but custom event. Yeah, we will call this base layer. If it's a tarot card, base player. Yes, yes, face the player. Do it. You know, once you got it all figured out how to do something the first time, it gets so much easier to do each time afterwards. So nice. Is that component? No. Rotation. Context sensitive. Relative location. This is what I want. Apparently double spell items is what I want. Let's split. Someone actually asked me how to take community lighting and merge it with Gal's map projectiles, and I did do it with my own side thing. I mean, I know how it's done, kind of. I mean, I know how to do it in my own stuff. I don't know how to do it in oh gosh, people changed community lighting so much, and people started using code I didn't even understand, and eventually it made me not even work on it anymore because I would have to sit there and try to figure out all their weird coding. It was just such a catastrophe. That's when I learned group projects suck. Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. I'm not doing directionality anymore. That doesn't do anything. All I'm really doing is setting relative rotation, and I don't even know what this other active rotation's. Oh, I don't need that, obviously. I think I'm just doing that. I don't actually know what this is even for. This is just old code that was just broken. The spell item has a negative. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see what happens. Oh, we failed to compile. Must have target. No. Base player. Don't call the enemy parent version of face player. That's dumb. Yep. Beauty of being a lone wolf. When you show up the next time, the project is exactly how it is. That's also the downside of being a lone wolf. You show up and realize you have to do everything yourself, so the project is exactly as you left it. For good or ill. Yeah. How is that Dream Jam game going? No. Wait a minute. Wait. I need the player camera. I've done this code before. And it's in the spell launch. It's right here. Wait. I mean, technically, it should already do that. Let me do something different here. I think that this is not going to work the way I want because it's just too big of a particle. Maybe then it's not turning towards the player. Ah, yeah. Let's see. Get your plugin sorted. Sprite's done. Nice, nice. Plot's already written. Better than I'm doing. Nice, nice. Ah, yes. Who maps? That's weird. Also, that whole having to go to work thing. Who does that? That's also weird. Jeez. Oh. Right, this actually has to be enabled for this to even work. I doesn't seem to do what I want it to do at all. Yeah, I don't think this does what I want. I think I'm missing something here, so we'll just leave it off for the moment. I'll keep it as a reminder I need to do something about it later. That's true. 40 bucks a day is better than nothing. Heck, if it wasn't for my office rent, I could live on less than $1,000 a month, so, and that's including my rent, so 40 bucks a day is enough to get the job done. Not to live great. Actually, it'd pretty be cheap. I mean, my rent is so dirt cheap. It's the reason I'm still in California. Power bill's a monster. Oh my god, the power bill is so stupid. What was the power bill? I'm gonna check. No. I thought I had the paper handy. I was just gonna check and be like, say how ridiculous it was, but I remember in the last like 3 years, it's gone up 300%. Does it rotate up? I get the feeling that the arrow is what's dictating everything here. One at the bottom of the list, is that possible? No. not. I mean, my rent's nuts. It's just because I have a friend who happened to fall into owning a house, so he just lets me stay here for like very low. And it's just, you know, him and me, so we have like a whole house to ourselves, even though we're both like, you know, computer people who tend to just gravitate towards our rooms and barely use the house. But it's pretty nice, man. It just works out. I would leave California instantly if this place was suddenly gone. There would be no question. I would just be in my car and driving to I don't care where. The state's terrible. Everything is expensive except my rent. And my office rent's also really cheap too, so. Granted, business has been pretty terrible lately locally. Pretty good online. I think this arrow, when I launch, I think it's inheriting a weird, oh, well, no, I need the 90 rotation, right? Yeah, because it's firing up. Try that. I'm curious what that does. And then that means this thing has to be rotated 90 as well. That's a lot. That's very expensive. Upside down. I think ours is only around 300 or something, but there's only 2 of us here. I literally had it just sitting around here, the actual rent bill. Oh yeah, our power for last month was $301 for the 2 of us. It's pretty bad. Oh, hey Ale, or Ale. We're just discussing how crappy power bills are. You've known me for 1 year. Oh man. That's good times. I don't recognize the name, but people kind of have this weird need to change their names all the time, so. Oh, welcome back. How has life been treating you? This won't do damage. I need to resize the explosion particle here. Particle scale. Yes, yes. If only I had streamed during that whole time and not went and done other things. Huh. I'm doing pretty good. I had to take a break from doing this because I had to rework my regular business since it wasn't doing so hot locally, but now I have a bit more free time because I've branched online a lot more, and yeah. Oh my gosh. Friggin' Magic cards pay so much better than game dev ever does. It's so stupid. Like, it's amazing how much better it pays. I'm gonna expose instance edible. Wait, no, I just wanted to expose. This doesn't do anything, right? Because it's changed anyway, so I'm not actually making anything special here. I'm done. Now I can go here and right here. Yeah, now that I have that figured out, and I need to start another marketplace and set up buy things, and oh my gosh, I've mailed so many envelopes in the last couple months. I mean, I probably sent out about 150 packages effectively a month since I started doing online. It's been a lot. Yeah. Best not to think about how much it is. I'm gonna 2.2 on these, I think, since I think that's gonna be a little better. I'm gonna move this a little slower up. Yeah, with this will probably eventually be something good, but I don't know. Now I can at least have time to stream and have a little fun with it. There we go. It looks like it gets struck by lightning. Like I launch and it gets blown up. Like a laser, just like, oh look, sweet, pull, you got this. The aliens are destroying my tarot cards. I really need to get out more. If I make that like 0 because it rotates funny. I'm trying to make it visible, but I think they might need to be larger. I need to figure out how to get it to face the camera too. Make it bigger. Yeah. Ginormous size. Okay, well, first of all, I wanted to go faster than that. But I wanted to basically summon them and then have them do something. So if I wanted to summon them, maybe it should be better if it appears directly above her. Because she's going to use these in order to get like special abilities activated, so... I could actually merge this whole thing into one giant thing for the melee and all that, versus not. Maybe I'll do that in the future. So if it's a tarot card, it's supposed to get... I see, that's where my mistake was. I only changed one. Hi, smart. Actually, wait a minute. At that point, I'm just pulling every single one of them. Why do... Because originally when I copied it off of this, and here it was breaking between the camera and that because I wanted the camera to dictate direction for projectiles. Then, like an idiot, I copied it over here and have effectively just made them all this. Oh my god. Nobody saw that? That's all I have to say about that. No one saw that. It's good. Yes. Oh, because he zoomed in on her? Whap, 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 whap. Whap, whap, whap. Aha. But yeah, I had included a crawl animation too, which I don't have a use for yet. But now I can sneak around. I didn't do the transitions yet between them, that animation, and I probably need to work on this one because it clips into the ground and looks kind of crappy. But still, in case I want a stealth version of the game. Mostly lets me crawl under tables and stuff. I also might want to have a flashlight option to turn that on and off. I don't think she needs it necessarily all the time. I have one in front of her just because a lot of times it's kind of hard to see things. Not always. Like when you're outside, it's pretty good, but in the attic, it's pretty hard to see things. So I gave her a temporary flashlight that I'll probably honestly get rid of because I'm going to make a mechanic where if you're in the darkness, Poppet starts to lose her sanity because you know the curse gets to her more. So it forces you to have to try to stay in the light. And then from there, there's a tarot card. I'm going to, like, the sun card you'll be able to pick up, and it'll be able to create light so you can actually go into the darkness. Because we're going for the Metroidvania thing, so I have to lock things out. And I wanted a reason to explain the whole madness like that. As long as she stays in the light, she doesn't get as affected by it. And what it'll basically just be is just a bar that just counts down, you know, if you happen to be in the darkness. It'll appear and just start counting. And if it hits 0, you just lose because, well, basically like, kind of like suffocating water, really. It's literally a swimming mechanic for all intents and purposes, except for you don't get the crap movement. But also it'll be dark, so, you know, you won't really be able to see out there anyway, so it won't be that useful to even go into it. I'm sure speedrunners, if they ever get to that point, will be like, oh man, I got this, and they'll zoom right off into the darkness. This is too big. We'll try that. I have put all these things in here to test to make it easier. So let's make the lifetime longer, I guess. And we'll make the initial speed slower. Oh, but it'll hit a certain point and it'll just keep going. So you really can't even do that. Is there an option to stop a projectile? I'm sure there is. One projectile to rule them all. Okay, so we're gonna move this down here, and I want specialized things to this. We'll come back to you over here. So we take these and move them over here. Pull these down here because I have a plan. No, wait. I don't need to mess with that at all. I can just make a new one. Or I can just do it on here. Yeah, that means it's one less action every time. So, if it's true, let's create a sequence down here instead. I think my keyboard needs to be recharged. It's duplicating keys again. So if five times equal to times 2 is equal to or greater than whatever I just hit there. Yeah, because that'll make it hover for a while. Branch. Yeah. So that should create the hover effect I want. So on this one, we change it to however long we want the max life. Oh, that's fine. See how that looks. I think I need to set speed as well. Well, initial speed doesn't make any sense. Like, where do I set it to stop? I thought all I'd have to do was that, but One moment, please. Velocity. Actually, I don't know if I need to set gravity up. I'm gonna double check here. I don't think there's gravity applied to it. It destroys itself very fast. Actually, I'm gonna try this differently. I think I might make it much smaller. We'll sub 10, I think. I think double's kind of a lot. No, let's do it on this one. So if maximum lifetime, this must end is for that. I'm not gonna do this. So yeah, let's try that, and then on here I can speed it up a lot. And then give it a considerably longer life. And hopefully it won't fly away this time. Probably. Maybe. It's just destroyed almost immediately. Ah. I need a considerably longer lifetime for this. On the tarot cards anyway, save all. No, it's destroyed almost immediately. The only question my logic is wrong here. Sometimes I get things backwards like a weirdo. I don't understand. Like, it makes sense until I think about it. I was with so many things in life. It seems so smart until I discover I was being dumb. Well, it didn't really change much, did it? Yeah. I mean, the lifetime is obviously very long. At this point, the lifetime would be like, you know, well, it's just the max minus 10. So in this case, it should literally be 200. It should be 190. So it should actually wait a bunch of time. Right? I guess this wouldn't work. Okay. I guess I want to see the numbers like that. Oops. Messy, but it doesn't have to be perfect since it's just temporary anyway. Little thingies, do this. This is so much more colorful than the other. Like when I was doing RPG Maker, it's just pure text, and this is all like pretty colors with text. The boxes, all important boxes. Just change everything. Boxes. 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright, so 1, 2 skips a few. Skips like 198. So a few. Yeah. Do I just have the logic reversed? Doesn't seem like it's that great, but it's also nearly 6 a.m. here, so maybe I'm just being stupid. I have the logic reversed. Aren't I smart? I'm smart. Yay. Yay. Pew pew pew. The aliens are no longer destroying them. Yes. You suck, aliens. Okay, well now I know that's the case. I think I'm gonna do it differently here. Because I wanted to get to a certain point and then sit there for a moment. So but maybe not that far. Let me check that real fast. How loud my ears a bit there, that particular track. Alright, so something like that. I can also have a thing above her that it hits that exact point. And then sits there, which might be better in a way. I don't know. Stupid cat pushing the camera like that. Jeez. I will try 50 for now. I want it to stay kind of on the screen too. I kind of wonder if I should actually split Poppet's sprite into 2 different sprites. And then have one playing her legs moving, and then the other doing actions. the top part. So this way I can have like, you know, a running animation for everything without actually having to adjust it. Kind of like you would with a regular model where you actually can have it affect only the upper body. I'm not sure how well that would work. I mean, for now, it's probably a lot easier just to make an animation that does it. That would mean for every single one of the things, I would need a duplicate animation unless I want to pin her in place. Also, I kind of want to have a camera zoom, but I also want to have a flight option, and the flight option works the same way as the camera zoom. I guess I could split it between the two because there's really only one mouse wheel. So, you know, I mean, it can't be both. Being able to zoom the camera in and out would be very nice. Oh yeah, the inspection stuff I just straight lifted out of this other thing. I have a lot of half-made projects as is. Wait, I have a camera zoom. Explain yourself, game. Down. It's weird. Don't really like that. Also, doesn't really. Actually, does it work? Or it does? It's not very pretty though. Well, I guess it's probably better to have a wheel option. Also, look at how much better I think the game looks with the camera farther out. Huh. Until it has to zoom in because it clocks, you know, a tree or something, but I think I just inadvertently discovered the camera needs to be zoomed way out. Because otherwise it's like, you know, way up here. I think I want to give him back camera control. What we're gonna do, since it's ghost form is the thing here. Oops. This is all movement stuff. Light, there we go. What is the thing I used for ghost form here? Also, the crouch thing, sure. Ghost form active. I might clean up the code for this too. Branch. If active, do that. If not active, you can change the camera. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Do it. I thought I could change the camera. Hmm. Guys, I'm dumb. That's my explanation for what just happened there. That's dumb. You have to give it a value off there. Like, otherwise, why are you even inputting a key? Like, what is it even doing for you? Nothing. Oh, beautiful. I might actually just clean up the a lot of things, honestly. I don't know. Well, that's way better. Everything about what I just did was a great thing. I still haven't even made 3 projectiles for her basic attack yet. I'll just let them the same. Just thought I was going to do the start, but there's been a lot of fixes that have been made. I haven't done fixes to the level yet. Some fixes, I guess. I guess I did early on. I think what all the tarot cards are going to do, I'm going to have to make a different tarot card for every one of them. I was trying to make them look good, though, first. That does seem to be the biggest problem. They're just so bright. And I think a lot of it comes down to this point light just being, like, the ugliest color imaginable. Why is it yellow? That's weird. First of all, that makes no sense. Well, easier to see, but they're actually kind of squished from the look of it, right? Unsquish. Not quite what was intended, but thank you for trying. That looks kind of squished. I'm curious to see if it's just squishing it because of something else. Yeah, it looks like it's not squished at all now. I think that these should actually just all be even, and I don't understand the other. Like, it's coming out wrong. Huh. I don't know. I have no idea what that disparity is. That looks way better. Still the wrong color though. Well, I mean, still very bright. I also need to change the sound because everything explodes, which I think is funny in a way, but Okay, well, we don't need all this crap anymore. That was just me seeing my logic was stupid. Oh, wait, no, I want the divide by 2. Custom event. Rotate. I don't really want these to collide with anything, right? I really like having one thing that kind of does everything, and I can just tweak a couple options rather than having 9 million files that just do everything. It's just too complicated. Oh, my mask is self-false, so that looks better that way, I guess. I may just call it after doing this particular thing here like that. I don't want to do too much because I want to stream a lot more days than streaming longer. Longer is just really hard on me because if I try to stream a long time, then I still have to do work that same day and it just turns into stupid. But if I just stream a few hours a night or something, that's not bad. I can do that. Which right now we're at 320, so I get kind of excited about these things. So doing this, and then rotate projectile, I guess. This is a timeline interpret thingy. 5 seconds is fine. Do. Is it fine? Do I need 5 seconds? I guess. I can always set the play rate different. Do this at 5. Value of 1. Um, no, I've forgotten this one. Thought I could just remember it all, but I don't. I'll look at this. Wrong one. What was it? Huh. Maybe like rotate component. Wait. Um, Look it up because I don't remember. Relative rotation. So this counts as one. And the one I'm looking to rotate. Is not visible to one. Not that way. Oh, we're looking to rotate the Z here. And then it just adds every time. Oh. I was about to do something stupid. Again, it's just what I do. Don't question it. It's a skill. And then unfinished. Projectile hit. What I wanted to do is reach the top there and then spin. And then destroy itself. Instead of just destroying itself. Where's the tarot card? Oh, never mind. I made this visible. On the master, so it changes everything. Oops. I can slow it down without having to do anything special. It's destroying itself very fast, which makes me think that I've screwed up somewhere. Actually, this could all go on that one up here, couldn't it? It's essentially the same thing. Ugh. Yep, once I get this working, I'm out. It's like it rotates, but it doesn't rotate very well. Eh. Yeah, maybe I'll just call it for now. I want to stream tomorrow, so I don't want to go too crazy. And we know I'm currently watching. Might make more sense to call it. It's 3.5 hours. Anyway, to those who watched and those who watch in the future randomly, if you do, thanks for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow night. Hopefully earlier and not later. It's a weird time of day. Anyway, have a wonderful night, evening, morning, whatever it is for you. Smash and Villain signing out. Later.